Hello to everyone today. I'm going to spend a little time today working on one of my heaven and earth designs, which I actually started in November, I think it was last year, 2019, and for some reason it got put aside and I didn't get to carry on with it. I finished about one page, and then, you know, as life happens and you tend to sometimes just drop projects, and I hadn't picked it up since then, so really it's been sitting for almost a year without anything being done to it. So this is called Riverwalk Charm, and I think the designer name is Ruane Manning, and it is a heaven and earth design. It's a regular, and I'm using 25 count fabric, and I'm doing tent stitch, which is 2 stitches, 2 strands over 1 hole. So this is as far as I have got, more or less. I'll just bring this down so you can see the full picture. So this picture represents a Mediterranean scene, and there's something really beautiful about the colours, the shine, the way the sun hits the wall, the windows, and the vibrancy of these lovely flowers coming through here. It's such a warm feeling kind of picture, very different to the other heaven and earth that I started, which is a little bit more moody, and it's a darker scene. This one is bright and colourful and cheerful, and this reminds me of my years spent in the Mediterranean. There's a certain time of day when the sun is just going down that it casts this beautiful light on all the buildings, and they just seem to like sparkle with radiance. It's really quite beautiful. So yeah, it's like going back and hitting upon a memory. So currently I am rotating this one with the sad fairy that I'm doing, and I'm sort of doing 200 or so stitches of each a day, and I feel like I'm getting a bit of progress on both. I may not stick to that for the record, but I might. For the moment it's working fine for me. So I'm rotating this with Sad Fairy, and like I said, it's really, what's really interesting is that this has such a different mood compared to the other one. I think that it's really nice to go from something really bright and colourful to doing something a bit more atmospheric and moody, and you know, depending on my mood, it depends on which one I pick up first, which is really interesting. And I'm sure there's probably some kind of really interesting psychological aspect to that. Just seems interesting to figure out why we go for the particular patterns that we go for. There must be something there that appeals to us in a deeper way. I really like doing this one in the method that I'm doing, which is in rows. Initially I was doing 100 squares at a time, and now I've moved to doing 200 squares at a time. So I'm basically going from left to right, down, right to left, down, left to right, down, right to left, and so on until I've finished all 200 stitches. As you can see, I've parked a whole load of threads there. It hasn't been going too badly. The only thing I can say is that there is quite a lot of ninja stitches which are difficult to take care of. When you do the loop start, it really does help, but sorting out those little ninja stitches can be quite a bit of a pain. Every so often I tend to break out into a little I call it a prison escape. I just suddenly go rampant with one colour, and it feels so good, you know, to break free. But then when I come back to it, I think, oh my god, what have I done? I've ruined the whole lovely tidy neatness of it. Yeah, it's all fun and games, isn't it? So today I'm going to stitch a little bit more of this, so if you want you can hop over to that video and watch me stitching, because I know some people enjoy that. They like seeing people working on their projects, and it gives them a sense of companionship, I guess. It's nice to see other people doing the same thing that you're doing, especially when we're all in kind of lockdown at the moment and everyone's feeling a bit segregated, and you know, it's just nice to have that companionship, even if it is in a video form. So thanks for watching and for looking at my new heaven and earth design.